Hey everyone, my name is Toss, and welcome to my UHC Default Edit V1 and V2 release showcase video. Just wanted to say thank you guys so much for 6K subscribers. I know it's not much of a significant milestone to kind of remark on, but I don't know, it's a pretty huge number. And I've been holding these resource packs in my resource pack folder for a while, and I've never done an official release for either of them. And so the V2 edit that I've been working on for about a month now, I think I'm ready to release it. I've got no other ideas I kind of want to implement on it, so you know, I might as well just go and throw it out there with my V1 that I already released a while ago, but I didn't make an official video for. So I'm doing a kind of a 2-in-1 sort of video, so that's gonna be pretty sweet. And yeah, so we're gonna get right into it. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna throw on the first default edit, which is just the V1. And I used my old avatar from many months ago. So yeah, here we go. The buttons, they were taken from Anvil's old default edit, and I'll go and I'll leave a link down in the description to all the textures I got these textures from. You know, I kind of want to credit the texture pack holders or creators for this because, you know, obviously I didn't really make all these textures myself. 90% of these textures are either reshaded or they're, you know, taken from another pack, but you know, I'm obviously giving credit and whatnot, so it's all good. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna go into our single player world and show this off a little bit. And if you guys are wondering, this is compatible with 1.7 and 1.8, so here we go. The idea that I had for this pack is that I just wanted to do something different from like my old resource pack and make it, you know, as vanilla as I could. Didn't want to change any of the stone texture or anything like that. Didn't want to darken it, and I didn't really want to mess up with too much. You know, I just wanted to make it essential for UHC and PvP, and you know, the texture pack also works for, you know, SG. So you go ahead and we can throw that on if you're playing like a good old game of 5 or Badland or something like that. So yeah, as you can see in my hotbar, it's just some hotbar that I kind of customized myself, and I didn't really create it fully on my own, but it's just like a, I don't know, I customized the hotbar selector and I darkened it a little bit, and it is from, I think it's Huawei's 16x16 pack. Yeah, well, I mean, it's technically Anvil's because Huawei, that's where he got his hotbar from in the first place. So I'm just gonna credit Huawei because that's where I pulled the, you know, the texture from. And what I did with it is I changed the hotbar selector to my own kind of custom one, and I darkened the hotbar in whole, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, here's what the night or the sky looks like. This is taken from Huawei 16x16, his light map, and I think I might have lightened the sky a little bit, so it's, you know, a bit different. You know, it's not completely the same from his pack. And if we go and we change it to nighttime, this is what the nighttime sky looks like. Yeah, as you can see, if we fly around, you know, you can obviously see in clear day-night, or day-night, what the frick? I'm talking nighttime, yeah. So yeah, it's easier to see and stuff. You know, the light gives off a lot, but you can still able to see, which is really good. It's one of the favorite things about this resource pack, so you don't need to use like torches or anything like that in caves. It's essential for UHC, so we're gonna go back to that. And yeah, as you can probably see here, I've kept the ores all the same. And we're gonna run around and overview this a little bit. Didn't really touch the blocks either, so redstone, coal, everything is still the same, and the armor models are still the same as well. Didn't really mess around with these at all. And if we go down here, we'll throw in the survival inventory. These are what the levels look like. The hearts are still the same. The hunger bar is still the same. And yeah, we're gonna go back in creative mode. We're gonna go down here. The water is still the same texture. Like I said, I wanted to keep it as vanilla as I could, so I didn't really mess around with too much. And here's what the creative inventory looks like. This is taken from Huawei 16x16, so I'll leave that down in the description as well. And here, wait, I'm actually gonna run back over here and throw myself in survival mode. So this is what the inventory looks like. It's like the normal default inventory, except I darkened it a little bit. You know, I'm not really a big fan of like the whole light and bright normal default inventory, so I kind of just took it and I made it gray. So I don't know, it looks a little different, so it's a little more pleasing to some eyes. And yeah, if we look over here, this is what the apple texture looks like. I changed the apple texture to the very first apple texture that was ever made. Well, I mean, it wasn't really shaded like this. This is what it looked like, though. It had like a black outline, so I kind of re-added that to the apple. So I don't know, just so you're able to spot it easier when it's like under a tree or something like that. Like, you know, like, oh, there's saplings and then there's an apple, so it's easier to spot, I guess. So yeah. Diamonds are still the same, iron, everything, all this. Ender chest, like I said, took the normal default GUIs or inventory, pictures, and I darkened them a little bit. Did that with the furnace too, the crafting table, the anvil, and the enchantment table. Alright, we're gonna look over here then. All the food is still the same except for the bread texture. I made that a toast because I wanted to have a little bit of an inside joke, and I know it's not really the best looking texture, but that's kind of the point. It's supposed to look pretty crappy, so there you go. And yeah, the cake, that's what the cake looks like. And yeah, here's one of my favorite parts about this research pack, and that is the tools. So what I did is I took the sticks, or the handles on all the tools, and I darkened them a little bit, so it's a little bit more, I don't know, because I kind of got tired of like the default looking tools looking all like, light brown and stuff, so I kind of made it a little bit darker and stuff, and I made the wood texture a little bit more logical to like oak wood, spruce, and all that, so I kind of enlightened the wood a little bit on that. So I don't know, my opinion, I think it looks pretty cool. Yeah, we've got the stone tools, iron tools, and there was a diamond sword here. I don't know where that diamond sword went, but we're gonna in game mode C. We'll grab a diamond sword right there. Don't know where that diamond sword went, but yeah, that is what the diamond sword looks like by default. And here's the bow. The bow, I just wanted to kind of represent like the sticks, how they were darkened, and I suppose, and I guess it looks okay. I'm not really a big fan of the bow texture itself, compared to like my new one, my V2. I like the V2 one better, but I just kind of made this logical to like the stick color and stuff. Doesn't have any drawing back stages, so you just get to see like the normal stages and stuff. And here are what the particles look like, just normal default light green stuff, so that's pretty cool. Go and we'll pick that up, and we'll go over here and throw this away. Okay. Yeah, over here we've got, oh, there was an enchantment book in here. Well, there you go. Enchantment book is right there. That's pretty cool. Here, we're actually gonna throw here. Wait, let me grab, oh wait, whatever, we'll just throw sharp 5 in there. Here are what the potion particles look like. So they're just normal vanilla particles and stuff. Like I said, I wanted to keep it as vanilla as I can, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, we've got the flint and steel and the fishing rod. So the fishing rod bobber is still the same. Got the fishing rod the same texture. I probably should have darkened that a little bit, but I don't know. I kind of just wanted to keep it the same for some weird reason. I feel like I needed to keep it the same, because it's a fishing rod. And there is high fire in this pack because, quite frankly, I'm really bad with trying to get low fire in some of my packs. So in this pack, it just has normal high fire. But if you want to change that to low fire, then be sure to go do that yourselves. You guys do know how to do it, because I'm like a noob and I don't know how to do it on my own. So yeah, oh yeah, one more thing. We're gonna get this, and we're gonna get a sharp one. Oh, I misspelled sharp. That's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna get a sharp 1 book. Okay, we're gonna run on over here, fly over here, and go. We'll get that. We'll get a villager egg. All right, we're gonna show off the enchanting particles. So they are still vanilla. They are still the same. And we are going to go in game mode S. And that is pretty much it for my first default edit. Like I said, I wanted to keep it as vanilla as I can. And it's more, I don't know, if you guys are like, big default, like normal Minecraft fans, then this is pretty much the pack for you. It's just some, some of the textures are just kept the same. Only some though, some of the textures are just modified a little bit. Just kind of like my liking and what I think is more logical and appealing. But yes, that is the first default edit. There will be a link down in the description if you guys want to go download that. And yeah, we're gonna move on with default edit V2. So if we go in here, we'll throw this on, and credit for the profile picture to a fan that submitted this over Twitter. You know who you are. All right, and here we go. So what's different about this pack is, well, a lot of things. I kind of wanted to step away from it being just vanilla and just kind of, throw in some like random fun textures. So these are 16 by 16 Deathscape stones, darkened a little bit with the ores darkened as well. With I don't know, I just like these ores a whole lot because like they just look, I don't know, they just like look really cool in my opinion. Really cool 16 by 16 stuff. And yeah, they've all been darkened a little bit, and the emerald texture looks pretty. I don't know about it, but like the emerald texture looks like flowers. I don't know why, but it just does. All right, and anyway, so this is what the night sky looks like. I enlightened it a little bit as well, or not night sky, daytime. I enlightened it as well just to kind of, I don't know, make it a little bit more appealing in my opinion. We'll throw on the night sky. So this is what the moon looks like. It's the same from the old default edit, and we're going to go in creative real quick. Fly over here. So, yep, it's just a normal, dark areas and stuff. So, really, yeah, it's just the same light map from the first default edit. And yeah, here are what the armor models look like. I just added a little bit of an outline to them, and what the, I couldn't even, alright, that was weird. Yeah, there was a little bit of an outline added to it. The chain texture is in great detail as well, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, if we go over here now, I did darken the stone a little bit like I just said, so it's kind of, you know, more of a UHC pack. Over here, the apple texture is the same from the first default edit, and then we've got the gapple texture. I made it blue because, you know, I wanted to do something different, so there you go, it's blue. It looks pretty cool in my opinion. And here's the golden carat, still the same. The diamond is still the same. I added a darker outline to the iron, so the iron is a bit different, and the gold looks a little bit more like golder, I suppose, if you can kind of notice that a little bit. And I added an outline as well. Here's what the ender chest inventory looks like. And oh yeah, I should show off the inventory. So the inventory is just from Huapui's 16x16. I'll leave more credit down to him in the description. We're gonna go in survival mode. So the XP bar is green, the hearts are still the same, and the inventory, this is what it is. It's just taken from Huapui's 16x16, and I had a little bit of a Dragon Ball because, you know, I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to just kind of put something there, so I put a 1-star Dragon Ball, so that's pretty cool. Alright, and we'll go back over here. So yeah, here's what the cobblestone looks like, the mossy stone. And one thing that I added to this pack is I changed the anvil texture, so it's a little bit more logical, you know, because you craft anvils with iron blocks. So I made it just a iron block in whole. Kind of looks a little bit derpy, but I guess it still, you know, works in my opinion. And this is what the enchantment table looks like. I changed the cloth from red to blue because it kind of matched the blue theme that it has on like the gapples and stuff. Over here we've got the furnaces. I kind of darkened the furnace a little bit. I don't think you can really tell, just to kind of match the stone a little bit. I did darken the crafting table. This is what the crafting table inventory looks like, all that. Alright, we'll fly over here. Alright, so the tools are pretty much the same except for the swords. I shaded them a little bit just to make them a little bit different. And oh yeah, by the way, the food over here is still the same. So yeah, toast is still the same as always. And I made this cake, instead of being like normal cake, I made chocolate cake. So yeah, pretty cool, I suppose. And yeah, so stone swords, iron sword, diamond sword, they're all shaded and stuff. And here, I'll actually go ahead and I'll throw all these on and stuff. I even shaded the gold sword, you know, because gave a little bit of care to the gold sword in this pack. So here are what the gold swords look like and stuff. Stone swords. Stone sword's a little bit overshaded, but you know, it's still pretty good. Iron sword right there. Iron sword looks pretty good. And here's the diamond sword. So yep, that is all good. We're gonna throw this away. All right. Oh, we're gonna grab that. There you go. Alright, over here. So yeah, pickaxes, all the tools, like I said, are still the same. And here's the bow. I made the bow black just because I thought it'd be really cool looking. So yeah, it looks a lot better than the old bow that I was you know, going for, being all logical with the sticks and stuff, because yeah, I don't know. And with this bow, I didn't add any stages, but I added like a little blue arrow kind of to it, and I added like the feather texture to it, so you know, it's a little bit more logical as well. And here are the axes, the enchanting gleam, the potion sparkles are still the same. And yeah, and oh yeah, here's the rod. The rod is just a darkened rod with a bobber at the end, an item for it. And then here is the flint steel. I did lower the fire a little bit, but if I actually go in, oh, I tried to do GM. Can't do GM in survival. The flame is super low. So if you guys are gonna wanna, like I said, I tried working on low fire as much as I could, and I really couldn't fix it. So I do apologize. If you guys do want to go ahead and fix it yourself, then that is all up to you. You can go and do that. And then yeah, I don't know. I just kept the fire low, so if you are coming across fire, then you'll be able to see it. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this pack and for all those packs. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and let me fly up here. So one thing I also did change to this pack is I did add the, I don't know, I kind of touched up the wood a little bit, so the wood's a little bit more lighter. I don't know if you can kind of tell, but I don't know, I kind of just made it a little bit lighter so it looked a little bit more cooler. I didn't really touch the leaves, so don't mind it being like all yellow and stuff. That's just the biome. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this pack. So if you guys did enjoy this little default edit release, you know, dual kind of video, then be sure to leave a like down below and a comment what you thought of the default edits, and there will be links to the default edits and the credit to where I've got some of these textures from down in the description if you guys want to go ahead and download that and check out the people who helped supply some of these textures. And yeah, I'll see you guys all in the next video on my channel. Thank you all so much again for 6,000 subscribers. I'll see you guys all in the next video, and have a great one.